So I wanted to shoot this video today for all the loan officers and agents out there that may be looking at the mortgage growth system or various programs. Maybe you're confused, you're not really sure exactly what we do. We have a lot of options and I get that. And I think that causes some confusion for people. So today what I'll do is I will break down our three core different programs, maybe talk about some of the options within those. Of course, I'm also going to cover our what we call advanced funding. That's our low cost option where you can participate in our programs for as little as $230 per month, and our guarantees, which include our performance-based guarantees and our money-back guarantees. So that way you have at least a pretty clear overview of all the things. So first off, we'll dive right into the three different programs. We have a done-for-you program. That's pretty much like it sounds, right? It is definitely the most costly, but it's also the least amount of work for you, which optionally can include our in-house appointment setter. So a lot of other companies and competitors do have appointment setters. We do too, but they are in-house. They're actually our staff, and we've trained them and completely control that whole process. That's something worth mentioning. Now, our next program would be Lifetime Standard. And so this is a program where we actually teach you to do what we do, but we make it really, really easy. We do all the difficult stuff for you. So we like to call it basically a training program where you learn some basic skills about how to click some buttons is really what it comes down to inside of the ads manager, Facebook ad manager. So you can generate live exclusive leads on your own and do it really simply. We build out every piece of the automation. That's funnels and way more stuff than that, all for you. And then more importantly is that we also provide the entire ads that are proven to work, right? That goes for images, text, all that stuff. All this stuff is constantly updated too, because as an agency who spends hundreds of thousands per month, we have a lot of data and we know it's working and not working. We also understand the market changes. So this is actually a really simple program for people to utilize. Sometimes people get in their head that it's going to be difficult or something of that nature. But with the way we do one-on-one support, where we control your screen 3 times per week, you just can't possibly fail or get stuck with it. We'll coach you through everything, whether it's technical, sales, or otherwise. So that's a program that a lot of people like because most people will do the single pay option. So you pay us once, you have our lifetime support, you have lifetime access to all of our ads and so on and so forth. So it's a really cool program. And then we have something in between the two that we call Lifetime Plus. With that program, you basically start out as a client in our Done For You program, and then we transition you to the training side. Those two programs are fairly similar. They're also fairly similar in cost. The Lifetime Plus is a little bit higher in it, but the whole purpose of it is to provide you with a source of leads that you can rely on for years and years to come, and you're not paying agency fees over and over again. So we really like that program for that reason. We created it for the cost conscious and people that have a little bit of a long-term vision, understanding that, okay, you pay us a little bit, and then 6 months from now, 12 months from now, 2 years from now, you still have everything you need to generate leads. So that's kind of the high level on those. Now, we'll talk about the payment options real quick too. So you may have seen a lot of our ads or posts or whatever it may be talking about $230 per month. This is absolutely true. I always want to point out though that this is an extended payment plan and it is optional. It is available for most of our programs, or at least a version of them, where you can participate at such a low cost. It's not always going to be $230 per month. It just depends on what program you decide to participate in. It could be a couple $100 more. Either way, I think the highest should be around $650 or so, just depending on, and that's our really, really high level program, which a lot of people aren't a fit for anyway. So it is awesome. Obviously upfront costs are very low. That's one of the biggest benefits for it. So it allows anybody to participate. Secondly, it also allows you to become ROI positive, return on investment positive, prior to having spent much money at all. So if you ever have an interest in that, book a call with us and we'll talk you through that. And then as far as our guarantees and whatnot, I think we're leading the industry in this. As far as I'm aware, nobody else has this. So on our Lifetime Standard program, that's the basic, the cheapest one and the lowest cost one. We offer a 30-day money-back guarantee. So I know a lot of people come into it thinking, oh man, this is going to be a lot of work. It's going to be difficult. We'll prove otherwise, but if for some reason you have any doubts about that and you're not convinced, cool, not a big deal. You have 30 days to get a full refund on the process there. So that's the only one that has that. Now, when you go into our done for you programs, those are on the top end, right? That's where we're doing everything for you. Every program has a lead quantity guarantee. So we guarantee you a certain number of leads. Just again, depends on which program you choose, as a bare minimum number of leads that you'll acquire, knowing that our average lender will, close or fund, I guess, about 5 to, on the upside, high side, maybe 9%. We know that the numbers work out for most people. If you have a decent comp plan or a really good comp plan, the numbers will work out. Plus, you can always use our system to leverage this with agents to get more referrals in return, and in fact, you really should. Now, the last one that I have never seen anybody else offer is our pre-approval guarantees. We have 2 different versions of that. One of them being a program where we guarantee at least 20, and the other would be at least 10. And so, to emphasize here, what we're doing there is we're guaranteeing pre-approvals. We know statistically, based on what we've seen, usually 80-90% of those will actually turn into funded deals, and the others that fall off are typically just the sort of things that you experience on the day-to-day basis that kills deals. Of course, you'll also be able to add in agent referrals on those, and usually we would say that you should be able to get at least half of your pre-approvals turn into an additional referral. And this all goes back to our agent stacking strategy, where you trade a deal and request a deal in return from an agent, right? So most of our leads, at least 95% of them, don't have agents already they're working with. So this is a great leveraging tool to get more referrals and build referral partnerships. But either way, make no mistake, when we say pre-approvals, we're not talking about apps, right? You should be able to get way more apps than that, but not everybody's going to qualify right now, as I'm sure you're aware. And then it's also not booked appointments. This is another, option I see a lot of our competitors offering. Oh, we're guaranteeing you X, Y, Z number of booked appointments, which to me is kind of BS. It's a very soft, generic guarantee. We know that a lot of times those appointments don't show up. We've heard it from the people we work with who've worked with our competitors complaining about this. And kind of the same thing goes with apps. Anybody can app almost anybody, right? As long as someone says yes and you fill it out, that does not mean they are turning into a buyer. That does not mean you can pre-approve them, pre-qualify them, whatever term you like to use. So that's why we've escalated this, our offer and our guarantee to make sure we're doing something that is almost certainly going to result in a funded deal, money in your pocket. So if you have any questions about this stuff, the best thing you can do is visit our website, mortgagegrowthsystem.com. That's mortgagegrowthsystem.com, and book a call or just do some research on there. We have a ton of information, tons of videos, stuff on YouTube, you name it. Thanks so much. Brandon Robertson, the CEO and founder of the Mortgage Growth System.